Hey everyone, my name is Scomicmaker and welcome back to another episode of Free Draw Friday. Today I wanted to draw something fun, so I decided to draw my favorite Disney princess Rapunzel. But while I was looking at reference for her, I thought, wouldn't it be cool to draw her in the style of the newer animated series? So I did just that. Let's see how it turns out. The animated series has a really distinct flat color style that I thought would be really fun to try and attempt with Copic markers. Like some of my other videos that you guys have seen, I used a mechanical pencil with red lead so that when I color it in, the pencil kind of disappears, making the flat colors easier to work with. This is probably actually the first time in a very long time that I've actually been able to create an image or color an image where instead of having lines that separate the image, that it's just color. So like the skin color against the white ruffles of her dress or against her yellow hair. Like I didn't use lines to separate them, which was actually pretty fun to try and figure out. You guys know from a majority of my other videos that I have been using a sketchbook that I've mentioned it before, but it's in the description if you guys are curious. It's called Rendr and it's by a company called Crescent. And I love this sketchbook because no matter how many layers of color you put down, you can use a Sharpie, you can use a pen, you can use markers, and it doesn't bleed through to the other side. And it's just a super smooth feeling paper. The only thing that I would say is, and what puts people off from the sketchbook sometimes when I show it to them is, as you can see when I'm doing Rapunzel's skin for this video, she looks kind of freaky. And I'm not sure what it is. Maybe it's just because the ink is being absorbed by the paper. But later on you'll see that it goes from this weird color that it looks like right now to later on it looks like a bright, light skin color for Rapunzel. But just in case you were curious, why she looks like a weird alien for a little while, that is the reason. Also, if you're hearing little jingles and stuff like this, it's because my dogs are playing in the background and I'm trying to record while they're playing. And I don't want to interrupt their fun, but it's also difficult to do those two things at one time. I just did a comic about my dogs on Webtoons for my comic A Day at a Time. So if you want to see a cute little comic, little story about my doggies, I'll leave a link for the new page in the description. Puppies! Stop it! It turned out to be pretty tricky to match the colors in the end. If you look up pictures for Rapunzel, the animated series, you'll see that the colors for her dress are much more bright and a lot more pink than what I did, but despite what you see in my videos, I need a lot more Copic markers if I want a full spectrum of colors, so they're not exactly right, but you get the idea. Despite that, I think in the end, this came out pretty good. I think for this drawing, my favorite parts to work on were the freckles and the eyes. I really love drawing and coloring eyes. They bring so much life into a character. In this video, as you guys can see, I did record some footage of me outlining the eyes and hair on my Instagram. Those who follow me there know that I post progress pictures as I draw for my videos, so if you haven't followed me there yet, what are you waiting for? I love getting messages from you guys there, so thanks for supporting me so far. I think that we actually just hit 200 followers there, so thank you, you guys rock. Speaking of you guys, I have received so much awesome art on my last video. For those of you who may not know, I'm taking submissions of your original characters for my next week's Free Draw Friday video. But here's the thing. I have so much art from you guys. I'm having such a hard time choosing that I might actually end up making it into a two-part video where I draw 3 characters for each video. So I am actually going to close off submissions this coming Monday the 6th, so if you haven't sent me your OC yet, you have 3 days left. Thank you guys so much for participating. I have loved getting to know your original characters. You are all so super creative. Well, that's it for me for this video. So, how do you think Rapunzel turned out? I think she looks super cute and I loved drawing her. Also, have you guys watched the Rapunzel animated series? I've seen the first couple episodes, but I really need to catch up. I'm curious to know what you guys think of it. Anyway, thanks for stopping by, and I hope that we can draw together again soon. Bye, guys.